So guys, yesterday we are discussing about edit text, right? So that form we created. So for the form we have created the many fields like here. This different we created. So here now even we created last one submit button also, right? So yes, submit button also we created. Now we will write for the listener first. Like once we click on the button, so here I supposed to get the data from this two fields. Like I'll take two fields here. One is the text view and other is the phone number. So these two datas I want to get from the edit text, and that I will display in a toast. So that how that will work, that now we will see for that. Right. So to do that here now, first of all, here in this XML, I'm enabling the data binding. So first of all, I'm enabling the data binding here. So wait. So I'm enabling here data binding. So that is layout. So here I'm enabling data binding here. So once this data binding has added here, now I'll add here. So data binding I have closed here, right? So now I suppose to add data binding here in a Gradle as well, right? So we will add that also here now. So in a Gradle script, so here I'll add data binding. So that is data binding enable equal to true. So I have added this condition here, like this. So data binding enable equal to true. Right. So once we added this data binding enable equal to true, right. Now we can sync this. So once this syncing has done, here now we will add the data binding. So that is var binding colon. So on what name it will generate activity name binding equal to nullify condition, right? Then here I'll add that is binding equal to, so data binding. So data binding util dot set content, right? So here now we will add this. So that is the context, right? We added this. Once this data binding has synced, then we will write the next step. We will apply the listener and we'll do the next activity here. To generate data binding, it is taking too much time. Here, like we will write this binding dot BD dot. Just I'm writing the listener for that button. So let it will work after that only. Like set on click listener. So for the button, I'm writing that on click listener. So on click listener. So here now I want to get the data from two different edit texts. So that is where S1 equal to. So that is binding dot. So as I told, I'll collect the data from two fields. One is the text, first one, and other is the mobile number, right? So these two, from these two, I want to get the data so that we will update it. So that text. So whatever the data we are getting, so that I'm converting into the string. That, like say, so similar way for any whatever the text we want the data, so that you can collect. So here for that, here I'm writing this S2. So the for the mobile number, what is the ID? So that we will collect here. So edit text phone. So this is the one edit text phone. I'm taking this data and I'm pasting here. That is the edit text phone. Done. Right now here I'm writing the toast. So the toast dot make text. So toast dot make text equal to. So here this at the rate main activity. So this at the rate main activity means I'm writing the context, comma. Here I want to display the data what we are collecting here, that is S1 plus S2. Then toast dot length long. So length underscore long dot show. Right. So once this is done, we will import that and we will run this and we'll see this out. So sometimes this data binding will import will take time. So why this much of time it is taking? So I have imported the toast. Where this data binding will take, the dependency has not done. So once that is done, then only we can import that. That's the reason we have to wait for that. Right, it is done. So here now we will import this activity binding. So import, and also we'll import this data binding detail. So import both I have imported. Now we will run this. Set on click listener. Yes, so now I'm running this. First we'll see this output. Then after that here, so how to reuse the code that we will see, like, because here for the common, like lot of common properties we use for the different text views. So how that we have to use that we can see here now. It is taking. Wait 1 to 2 minutes. Once it is done, we will see that. So here, next step is to here we are concentrating on this values folder today, this complete values folder. So what are the properties, how to reuse the properties, and how to reduce the code that we are going to concentrate on next level. Like here, suppose I want to utilize the colors. So in a colors, so here today in this example, we are using two colors, right? One is the text color and other is the int color. So always normally the suggestible thing is you can use the colors from here. So that is the colors name equal to, so here we will write this is for the, I want to use that is for text color. So I'm using this text color. So here we can give something color. I've given some random color. So similar way here, like you can add. So next step. So that is the int color. So two properties we are using, right? So those two properties here I'm writing that. So here text int color. So we will change this color once it is color will display here, right? That we will change here. So wait, once this is loaded, we will use that. Then next here, the themes. In a themes, there are two types of themes. One is the dark, other is the light. So we have to use the properties like here. See, if you go into this here, whatever we are using this all properties like see, width, height, margin, EMS. Next is the length padding, all caps. These all properties we are using as a common for every edit text, right? So those all I have to write in a single place here common, right? Because here almost we have write that more than 200 lines of code that I want to reduce almost 50% of code we will reduce. So for that here now I'm writing one style. So here I'm creating a style. So that style is, that is whatever this I'm using for the edit text, right? So I want to write that has the edit text style here. So in a themes here, edit text, wait, edit text style, wait. So edit text style. I have to write that edit text style here. So I have written like this. So within this, now we will write the parameters. So here, what is the error here? So initially it was error, but after that we resolve like it should come. Right, edit text style. So within this, now I'll add the items. So what are the items we will add? So the item one, that is first one, I have to use the layout margin. So that is like there we given as a 10 dp, right? And total, almost total we will be written there 10 properties. So the 10 properties we will write here. So the next item, so that is padding. So we'll write that padding 10 dp. Right, next is the, after this padding, next I want to write that item. So that is text color. Right, so this text color, now we have already created the color, right? So from there I can give that indirectly. Direct, I'm not giving directly, so indirectly I'm giving from the colors. Next item, so that is the text size. So text size. So text size we have selected here, but it is not selected here. Wait, text size. Because it is running, right? That's the reason it is a little bit slow. It is running. So text size. So 16 SP. So that is a scale per pixel, right? Next item. So text style. Text style. So here it is the text style. Right, I'm writing italic. Right. Next item. So text int color. Right, I have to write the text int color. So even this text int color also we have declared there, right? So at the red color. So text int color done. Next item. So that is the Text view side text all caps. So right, so we have given this text all caps to how many values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, next is the next one more property, that is EMS. So the EMS already I told yesterday, EMS can create a space between the components, like the words. Whenever we have the more words, it will create the space between the this default is the 10. So like now next height and width we will give. So that is the item. So that is a width, layout width. Width is the match parent. Then next height is the wrap content. So item, height, so the layout height as the wrap content. So that we have created here like this. Right. So now using this, so in a main activity main, we will reduce the code. So how to reduce the code, we will see here. So now here we have almost like see here, we will come from the bottom. See here, how many, like around 225 lines of code we have written here. So I'm reducing. How I'm reducing here, we can concentrate on the screens here. For this now, I'm removing this property here. I'm writing that as style. So style, that is equal to, so at the rate style slash, so whatever we created, that edit text. So what we created here, edit text style. So this we will add here this. So I have added here like this, edit. So then these all are the comma, also we covered there, right? I'm removing that. Right, like this, for each and every edit text, we will add this, and finally we will see the output of that. Right, so it is 7 symbol. Okay, we will add this, then we will run after that only. So first of all, like I'll copy this, right? I'll copy this line. So, and I'll go to the next level. So here also I'll add this. Then I'm removing these properties. So I have removed this. Next, it is the number. So the properties I'm removing here. Right. So the next is the date. So for the date, also, I'll replace this. Then I'll add here. So next time. So for time also, I have added this, and I'll remove this. Right, next multi-line. So even for multi-line, I'm removing this. Means here our overall goal has to reduce the code, and that too, this code we have to write without any warnings also. That is our final motto. So that how we will modify today, that we are concentrating here. So that just it will take a little bit time, but it should be clear concept. You have to remember this because this is main and important in a real time. Whenever we are doing in a real time scenarios, this will be main and important. So without this, normally, if you write this code with you not follow this, the development side, they won't accept your code. Right. So that's the reason it is main important. So done. So next 3 to 4 as that it will almost done. Like phone number. So style. Done. Next is the text password. Right. Next is the okay. This properties we not removed for the email. Right. Total 2 as there. Number password. Password and text 3 as there. So next from the padding to italic, this will be removed. Next text password. Means here instead of writing every place around 12 lines, just we are writing 3 to 4 lines of code. So that is helping us to so wait, almost it is done. Last one more is there. Right. Next here. So we will remove these properties. Done. Now we can compare. So how many lines we reduced here? Even there is advantage if I want to change this text color, padding, like anything, whatever you can change in the background, automatically it can be reduced. Yes, see here how many lines it is reduced now. Almost 50% of lines we reduced here. So this we added in the themes. So let us say I want to change something here. So just I want to change color here. So whatever color, text color, now this is the color, right? So this text color, I'm changing this, and I'm changing the hint color. So by clicking this, I'm updating the hint color. So once I change this hint color here, see automatically it will be effect here, automatically it will affect here. So that is the main advantage. But here one thing you have to remember, so whenever you create a style here, in case if you supposed to write two orientations, so like two orientation, then immediately you can go and update in a here as well. So themes like dark theme. So in a dark theme, If you want to add something color size different like that, you can add that. Otherwise, you can add that. So here this is missed and write.ems is missed. Like you have to update here like this. Right, this is not ID. This is the text all caps. So text all caps true. Right. So even here also you can update that. So text all caps. Text all caps. This is the Android color. Yes. Yes. Right. So now it is updated. See automatically whatever the color we have changed, so that can be affected here. And here, so this is how to use the resources. Now we use the resources of strings, two things we used. So we supposed to use one more here. So that is like here, there is a one more called that is a strings. So this strings like here now, so I'll create a string here. So first one that is a string. I have created the string. So this string here, text. So text 2. I want to display for the first one is a user name. Let us say username. So this I'll change as a user name. So this is the ID and this is the value. So now, so I want to access this within this. So for the first this one, see this is it is showing for this is a warning, right? So to avoid this warning here, what I'll do is @string. So @string. So that is the username. So @string that is username. I'll call here username. So that it can be add the data from there to here, it will be created this @string username. What happened for this? So @string. So instead of this, we created the username, right? So string name, what is the issue here? User underscore. What is the issue it is showing? Okay. So string username username. That now I say only we will give name. Why it is not taking? So we can create from here. So here from here also we can create this directly. Extract string resource. So text password. It is created in the same way. So then what is the issue here and here? I think something it is issue like okay, we will see this in tomorrow. Like it will same process, but it is showing something. So once the project will refresh, maybe it will reset. So that we will see, because now the time will not allow to remove this all the warnings here. So that we will remove the warnings and then we discuss the validation part in next class.